there's a 2-minute timer, and then after 2 minutes it lets you send a message saying I'm leaving soon, and then 5 minutes later after that it says right, cool. And if they try and claim a refund, because I've claimed refunds before, and it's shown that I haven't had those steps.
Yeah. Is that because it's food? They can't take it back? Like, is that the rule with it?
It's not my responsibility to take it back, you could argue.
Yeah.
So I've done my job. There's got to be a system, because otherwise I can't get back on the road. From delivery's point of view, they want to give they need terms and conditions.
Lamb chops. Have you watched The Last of Us yet?
No, I haven't got Now TVs. I'm going to watch it all at once.
Got to get it streamed though, you got to nick it somewhere, man. I haven't watched it, but I've heard everybody talking about it.
BD, I need help.
I've seen it, I won't do it.
No, I know that it's expanded on story notes.
The games have taken a big sale up.
That's why this is coordinated, like they're going to get everyone into it and then release this multiplayer that's going to be like the multiplayer of the ages. It's going to last like 10 years. And they're going to make loads of money off it.
Cool. Another fucking one. Fucking hell. Let's have you. Shit.
Oh, loaded No Man's Sky back there.
No Man's Sky.
A little help, BD?
Have you played Terraria before again?
I gave it a little bash, but nothing.
I couldn't really get. I couldn't suss out the. I know it's a fucking children's game, but I couldn't suss out the controls. Apartment's pretty good, though. They're talking about. If they were to make a Samaritan game, how would you want it to be done?
2D side scroller.
I'm talking EA, big budget, billions went into it. Billions. You would pick 2D side scroller?
Yeah. Or open world Spider-Man.
Spider-Man stuff, I was thinking that.
Jumping from building to building.
In that shitty fake city that they live in, wherever it's meant to be. What it's meant to be. You could start off as the boy, just going to school and stuff, and then you become Joe. Become him.
Maybe.
And then you, obviously we all kind of twist, the amazing twist that he is the bad guy. But in the third act you can see he was lying. He was like, oh, by the way, I was lying. I am the good guy. The boy's like, well, what are you talking about? So came in and I said I was Nemesis. The boy's like, aye, I can mind that. Obviously it's not Scottish, it's American. And then Sylvester's Joe's, I'm actually the first guy, Samaritan. I was lying. Alright. That could be the twist. That'd be good, look.
Yeah.
You could have it like Metroidvania style as well. That'd be good. So you go back to different areas after you've unlocked your powers. Like, what's Spartan's powers again? I don't remember. It's solid.
Samaritan, what's that?
Yeah, Samaritan goes back to there's a wall that's filled with dumbbells, not dumbbells, like kettlebells, massive 200 kilogram kettlebells, and he can actually now move them with ease because he's thingy there. He's unlocked the power. That'd be good out in the game.
Oh yeah, I had a little exercise on to flash out here. So, you heard of my character that I'm mulling over, Rider Man?
Yeah, I remember talking about it. But tell me and Pete about it.
So, I was been trying to work out how to do it, the style and stuff. And I think my strength's that whole deadpan documentary thing. So I'm going to try and spoof like classic, you know, I've got with great power comes with great responsibility sort of shit. And he's got his rider sense. My rider sense is
You need to like properly define Rider Man to me, because I'm just thinking of a black teenager with a handbag and doing drugs. That's all I know. What would you?
No, that's a road man.
The road man. Rider
That's a
Man.
road man. Rider man is just like a shit superhero I've made up to. It's basically like, imagine Travis Bickle attacking a bit of a midlife crisis. A lonely bloke.
Are you talking about as in like
Comedy
rider?
sketches.
Aye, but rider as in somebody who delivers with Just Eat type. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Literally, like,
Okay.
courier.
Yeah. Courier.
You could equally make this superhero film called The Courier.
That's a good name actually. Courier. That's a great name for a film, The Courier, actually, thinking about it.
It exists.
Yeah, it must have been a French film, surely. It's about a guy.
I think it's a Jason Statham film.
Of course it is.
It's just about a courier.
And he's got a parcel that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I bet you exactly what it is.
But this is like, have you seen Nightcrawler? Or do you know what it is?
I've not, but I've heard it's good, Jake Gyllenhaal, but it's quite hard to watch.
I wouldn't say that hard, but yeah, it's he's a bit like, have you seen Gangster Number One?
I've not, no.
He's a very empty, calculated sort of protagonist, antagonist kind of guy. 'Cause he's both, in a way.
Like
he
Samaritan and Nemesis, you mean? Like, it's kind of both.
Well, he's like this Nightcrawler. He's a photographer that goes out filming,
A little healthier.
crimes at night, and he's that sort of journalist, freelance. But then he gets fascinated with solving crimes and then manipulating crimes. He becomes a criminal basically, and he's extremely sort of like cold and calculated and manipulative, and like a Ted Bundy sort of talk, and then suddenly he switches. But Rider Man's that same essence of just like where he's out at night watching over the city. In his head, he's deluded into thinking he's providing an important service. It's that sort of mockumentary style. That's the mockumentary essence I've got.
I'm liking the sound of it, right?
I think mockumentary should just be my main outlet because it's something I'm pretty good at, and it's something you need very little resources for.
Are you a fan of Christopher Guest? Spinal Tap, best in show for your consideration. He does mockumentary style movies and they're all fucking 10 out of 10, Jedi, funny
No,
stuff.
but when I was reading articles about mockumentary writing, all those came up loads as examples.
Yeah, honestly, Christopher Guest, write his name down and seek out his movies because it's fucking hilarious. You would love them, man.
Well, what this article was saying is there's two types of mockumentary. One that's questionably real, that's why it's funny, it's awkward. One that's just so over the top but done as if it's perfectly normal. And it's like, The Office is the first one, the former. Spinal Tap is the example, it's the latter. It's like over the top rather than dry and like, in the office it's all about the awkward real bits in life that make you laugh.
Mm.
I'm going all in on this. I'm honestly, I've been looking up so many courses and got my PC built by Owen.
Best in Show is a mockumentary about a dog. What's it called? Dog talent show, Crufts, like that style. It's got the dad for American Pie, the Jewish guy with the black eyebrows and grey hair.
Oh, he's quite a Eugene.
Funny as fuck. But yeah, it's about obviously dogs can't act, so they're acting around the dogs, and the dogs aren't like Cruft dogs. It's so fucking funny. But
Yeah,
like,
he's really dry. Like,
yeah, honestly, Christopher Guest, Spinal Tap is always his most famous one. Like, but Best in Show is amazing. For your consideration, it's a bit, it's a fake Oscars type ceremony. That's really good.
I like that. I thought about doing one of like a DJ as well and a bartender. But bartending is one I'd like to write an actual sitcom about. Something I can. Yeah, obviously I've got a lot of actual input to make it really real. You just have all those sarky moments that I've remembered over my career that I've been writing jokes. I'll never forget the more rum guy. Honestly, he's given me so much so many laughs. Indirectly. But what happened was, there's this woman at the bar, she ordered rum and coke. And she just went, she paid, and she said, can I have a little bit more coke please? And there's this dude chatting to a couple of other dudes behind her, not part of the conversation. One of them obviously was eavesdropping, I overheard slightly. And he just leaned forward, a big grin on his face, and just went, yeah, more rum! Pointing at the glass. And it was just really shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was really proud of himself, you know, just like, think of that all by yourself, mate. I just wet myself. But not for the reasons he thought.
Yeah.
And ever since then, more rum has just been something that's been ingrained in my mind. At the time I was serving, you know when you're going at pace, you're just like, next, and I turned to this woman like, you right, love? She just looked at me dead serious and went, oh, I'm never alright. Like this sort of miserable looking lesbian woman.
Yeah.
Honestly, she just looked me dead in the eye.
That's good,
right. That sort of shit.
That's funny.
What did you do? What did you say?
Yeah. I've always thought of right. When I worked in Greyfriars, it's a tourist pub in Edinburgh. We'd get a lot of big American tourists, I mean big tourists, you know what I mean? And I always felt bad giving them like cheeseburgers and cokes. And this feels fucking awful saying this, but one time I said that the kitchen was closed because the man and women were really obese and they were wanting to get cheeseburgers and cokes. I was like, I feel fucking bad about giving them this food. Like, I said it was closed. And,
it's questionable, isn't it?
It is questionable, but I was just thinking in my head, I was like, I don't want to contribute to these people's fucking heart disease. And my colleagues were like, you can't fucking do that. And I was like, I didn't say you're too fat, you can't eat here. I just said it, I was just about why.
One of the reasons I'm known in bartending is because I'm the only person that anyone's ever known of to be cut off for food.
Cut off for food?
Yeah. Basically had too much.
For me,
yeah. I was quite overweight at the time, but not much more than I am now. I've got a big stomach, I can eat loads.
Big appetite.
It was work final day, so we're there for like 10 hours. We got there straight away. It was like 2 mains for the price of 1. And I was with my housemate, but he was like, oh sweet. I'm like, well no, that means that's half price food. That's double food, mate. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not half price food. That's double food for the same price. So I got my 2. He got his 2. Didn't really want one of them, so I ate that. I ended up having something like 7 mains and a nachos for 4 myself.
Ridiculous.
And eventually he was just like, oh mate, he was behind the bar, but no mate, you had too much.
Too much food, don't give you a heart attack. Well, when I get like, I go to Tesco's and get ready meals like 2 for £5.50 and they'll have them both. I say, oh man, it's just like 2 spaghetti bolognese, it's like 50% of your salt with each one.
Do you know what? I'm actually considering one of them Hello Fresh type things.
Nah, I don't man, I didn't do that.
No, there's a lot. So that was my reaction, right? And then I heard it out from someone who.
Somebody with a big wallet, probably.
Well, no, basically, where they weren't. There's scenarios that it's good for. So these people were in a band, and they were only home sporadically and certain days of the week and half the week and whatnot. And so buying food, usually it just went. So they can literally, because they know in advance when they're going to be home, they can literally be like, right, on Monday, Thursday, Friday, for my lunch, and they drop it round. You know, you can literally tailor it.
Oh.
It means they end up. No, it literally meant they ended up saving money though, because they hadn't done that, where they're pushed for time, and they haven't got anything in the house. They end up ordering an actual takeaway that's quadruple the price.
Well, that's their self-discipline that's wrong. I mean, health
Don't get me wrong, it's all get roundable, but in practical, like in theory, but in practical terms, actually having it happen.
That's just, honestly, you could go to Aldi and get 4 meals for the same price. It's just buy the stuff and learn to cook. That's it. He'll obviously, if you've got the money, and you're a fucking Justin.
It doesn't work out that expensive though.
Aye, but still,
No, honestly,
every
they're about
penny.
£3.20.
But you can get a bag of potatoes for £2 and fucking meat for £3 and there's for 2 meals.
Yeah, but when you're pushed and everything, I mean, yeah, basically it worked out well for them.
Yeah.
And it's the sort of thing that might work out, you know, just for me, someone who was faster to a takeaway. But I'll waste my takeaways.
No, it's definitely a stepping stone to better living, but learning to cook is what they should be promoting, like. And obviously that's the business.
You could argue for me, as a delivery rider, someone, if I have to spend an hour and a half in total shopping and prepping food every day, and cooking it, and washing up and stuff, if that cost me £4.50, I would have made 18, 19 quid staying on the road, you know? So there's this, they do, their product is for the convenience and the hassle.
Yeah, it's definitely convenience, like.
And you can quite happily sort of leave it safe in the knowledge that they're sorting out your macros for you. So that's their whole.
Socket is the same one we saw in the other tomb. Nice catch.
I know. My first reaction was Sunday. It was her housemates. It was she lived with, were in a band. And she was telling me they used to subscribe to one of the things, and I was like, oh, they're fucking ridiculous. You just do it yourself. You just got to learn, read, blah blah. And she was like, well, this is the logic. You practically end up saving money, as in if you physically, you can prove to yourself that you are saving money because you're not getting takeaways or whatnot.
Oh man, I can't suss this out. What's a good business is the guys that do, I don't know, you must have obviously, but it's like Greg's and Morrison's will put up their old food, like food that's going get chucked out on an app, and you get like a box of stuff for £5. Really good, like.
I'm all about stuff like that.
Yeah, because it is against the law to give out food for free. I think in the UK, you can't just give out homeless guy. Yeah, it's against the law for companies to do that. I think, remember
Probably
that?
have problems.
Predator manager, I don't know how it's pronounced, Predator Manger, woman died. I think it might stem from that.
Well, it was only going to take one, wasn't it? It's,
yeah.
I've also had people saying as well, the thing is they hang around, you know, like logically you'd like to think that you just give all the waste food at the end of the night, if you're a restaurant for example. I'd love to just be able to say, yeah, come at the end of the night at 11 o'clock, we'll feature. But one nice one comes and asks really politely the first time, and within 2 weeks you've got 7 off the bus.
I think
You know that one? It was a Basel fan, Swiss football team, and he went to Milan, went for a piss, got lost, missed the team, missed the away coach that was going back to Switzerland, and ended up living in Milan homeless for 10 years because he couldn't speak fucking Italian.
Shame, like.
Quite famous. 2005 to 2015. Apparently his wife don't believe him.
It's like the Tom Hanks film. The guy died quite recently, actually, at the terminal. You seen that movie?
No.
There's a guy from Lebanon, I think, travelled to Paris, but something happened to his passport where it wasn't getting accepted in either country, so he was sort of stuck at Paris airport, and he'll live there for like 30 years. So a Thomas Hanks film's made about him, called The Terminal. He died.
You can see it happening.
Recently enough. I don't know what it was, like there was some sort of thinger, some sort of loophole where he couldn't go back home and they couldn't send him away.
This professor in Spain that I was saying, he was the epitome of when I was working with a charity and he was regular sort of he was like, you've got to try and remind yourself the ones you're here to help, because the ones you see and engage with are not going to be them cunts. No one that's begging that and all the people that really need your help, you'll never see them because they're walking amongst us, like trying to keep their dignity. Yeah. And this guy was like clean shaven and hair was perfect, clean clothes. Because there's facilities to actually go and get all that done. They don't leave you fucking high and dry completely. You can just go to some Mongo and use their laundrette. And then he just carries on about his day, just walking around amongst us. This guy was just like a grey-haired professor. Yeah. Made me wish I had a property, to be honest. I would have just banged straight away, just gone, look, come here, it's alright. I'd love to have that sort of thing. There's a person that follows me on Twitter that's she's in a fortunate position where she's like a Labour voter, so she's pro-welfare, everything like that. But where she's got quite a lot of money, she's takes in immigrants and refugees and stuff, like she's a family of refugees from Afghanistan and Ukraine. In a position where she can, it's nice.
That's good.
Homeless is so expensive, man. The topic of this. There's one guy that's he's
dead-eyed stare of a guy.
Yeah, it was a good reminder. As in the thing I was reading today was like a bit of positivity. Because I was really passionate about helping at one point, and the more I engage with it, I was like, oh, you just get fucking so put off of them. I think, I've always thought you could write a good comedy, basically, but it'd be delicate, wouldn't it? You can't laugh at that, but you are, essentially, as well. Yeah. They do have their funny sides. You can't laugh at that. You could probably do it right, in the same way that when I first saw Ricky Gervais was making Derek, I thought, you can't fucking laugh at that.
Yeah.
But then I realised it's not about that.
No, it's a wee bit heart behind it.
Yeah, you're never laughing at Derek. If anything, whenever it comes up, like Hannah switches on it.
Do you know of Love Thy Neighbour, the sitcom, the 80s, 70s? Love Thy Neighbour. You're probably aware of it subconsciously. It was a sitcom that was deemed as very racist. Did you know the black guy from EastEnders, the old black guy from EastEnders? His name. He was in it, right? Yeah, and it was the joke was. Going like, oh, we're white, you're black. Yeah, that was the joke. Was a black man and woman move next to a white man and woman, and the man's very B&B, blah blah blah. So he's always, and it's all very racist. I'll just say it. You said coon lots, vog lots. You said all the time, and that was the joke. But it was obviously it's been banned these days.
Help me,
and
BD.
it's on YouTube. Like, it doesn't get on Channel 4 or that anymore. But the thing was, the fall guy was the white guy. It was his idiocy that was funny. It was him that was the bad. It's obviously.
Well, we're seeing like that now, yeah.
I mean, even the Trevor, the black guy was in EastEnders, but he said, I thought it was hilarious. And if you watch it, you can see it is funny. It's meant to be funny. The fall guy is the white guy. It's not that he's being racist. It's that he's fucking stupid as fuck.
Yeah, sometimes you
Simpson
can write a character that's you're saying you're getting him to say stuff like that because the point you're trying to make is this person's a dickhead.
Yeah, and he would constantly say, "Oh, you can't do that because you're black. It doesn't make sense that you can do this." It was honestly, it was like Homer Simpson of the fucking 70s. It was Homer before Homer was Homer. It was so fucking not well written. It was
So I didn't
shit.
know that was
He was like Homer before Homer was a thing, yeah. He was just like a total stupid idiot. But he got banned. It was like,
BD, stim.
that's a great idea, to be honest, even though it's very controversial.
I mean, even in Only Fools and Horses, they used to say packy a lot because it did
Yeah,
genuinely
that was-
start.
That didn't have connotations for a while until fucking the racists used it negatively.
That's I've seen Tez Ilias. He's part of a lot of campaigns where like Pakistani and British people just tell it from their point of view, and he talks about it in his stand-up part. And it's usually like I know he started off as a way of this going like it's like the Jocks or the Scots or fucking the Gypsies, or you're describing a group of people. So, but it stopped being funny when it was little Sanjay getting his head kicked in by and they were screaming dirty packy cunt. But I remember literally growing up on that packy rap. Do you remember? Pop pop ding ding 299. This is the packy rap.
Yeah, I mean that. Like,
This will come back. That was like acceptable. Like I can't remember it, but I've got a feeling I was very racist to this kid Tariq when I was little in school. It was a recipe for disaster. He moved into our class after 1 year. We'd all got to know each other. And his name's Sheepu. When you're 10, the name's Sheepu.
I mean it's obviously
Fucking hilarious. And he smelt. And it was like, obviously being like, he got to the point where the teacher had to sit us all down and go, look, he does not poo he doesn't bath in poo. You know, families from different countries, they eat. They literally had to break it down and be like, eat a lot of curry, basically. But I remember after the first year, like the next summer, he came back as Tariq. That was his middle name.
that's a great name, Tariq. But cool. My niece is called Ria, right? And right away, as soon as my sister said that, I was like, you've made a grave mistake calling your niece Ria. Because school was going to be a nightmare for her.
Oh yeah, my dad put built-ins all that sort of stuff. Like you can't do certain names for good reason.
And I played basketball at high school. There was a guy from a different school called Michael Jackson. He would have been born in 1986, so I thought, how is parents not fucking clicked that this is going to be a problem? He was a white Scottish guy as well, wasn't he? A black guy, yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he's a basketball player. As a teenager, so Michael Jackson.
I'm sure I delivered some food to Michael Jordan the other day. For some reason my phone had an update about a year ago where I can't do screenshots because otherwise I'd have sent it to you. Can't screen grab stuff.
Is your
But
folder
you
full?
can't,
Your screenshot folder full? Come to mind, look. Is your folder full? Like,
The option. Yeah, it doesn't let me do screenshots and then say anything. It's just there's no option for it. You can get apps to do it, but it's just like, fuck off, just let it to standards. I'm probably advanced phone at the time, 700 quid. But on finance. Yeah, Damien's not a great name because of the
Roman, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to name my son after one of my close friends, but they're all shit names. And well, Danny's
You
taken
can say they're all
my
shit
name.
people.
No, well, there's Damien. I can't call him that.
Nah, I can't call
As well, I'd be worried that I'd wind him up. As my son called Damien, I just have that association with the name.
Yeah.
I'll treat him differently.
You might get away with it because who knows Damien anymore? Like the children, who knows the Omen? No kids.
That's the thing. It's not that bad. Don't get me wrong. And there's Dennis, my mate in Zante.
I know one Dennis. No, I think no, it's that name's fine, right? Yeah, I think you can get away with Dennis. Right?
And Danny, my other friend, my nephew's called Dan.
They're the only thing holding that chain together.
And Marco, another friend. Just not. I can't call him Marco. I'm not foreign. Marco's our Portuguese, or is Portuguese, born here. I wanted to call him Michael at one point. That was a thing. That was a thinking, but good idea overall. If Michael found out, he might go mental.
Do you know where a lot of people always named their child Daenerys, the Game of Thrones, but she turned out to be a total cow at the end of it. It was like, why wouldn't you wait until it was over before you fucking done that? Eh?
They've gotten a bit silly lately, names. Like you see some of them coming through on the road and just like
Daenerys.
Pull your fucking socks up. Pull your fucking pants up. Get your act together. You give your kids proper grown-up adult names. You can. Sam's daughter's called Winter. It's not right. Summer just works.
Yeah, Winter's fucking. That's like a Neighbours character then.
Yeah. Well, so Sam's baby mama is she's a bit of a hippie. Like doesn't even believe in condoms, sort of girl. She's cool.
Do you mean Catholic?
No, she's just a hippie. I mean, she is one of them hippies that's anti-vax because there's stuff in your body and yet MDMA and that.
Full chemicals.
Yeah, she's into those sorts of names. The final two names in the hat were Winter, Ares, Final Fantasy 7.
Oh fuck!
I was like, oh bollocks. That's her middle name. And his second daughter is called Elodie.
Your resistance is futile. You scum. You will not deny me. I'll catch you. Embrace your demise.
You know what's a real lovely name? Watching Breaking Bad, Skylar. It's a lovely name, like.
I like that as well.
I think she's going to be a bit of a dick as well.
You gotta be careful. Some of them just sound slaggy, don't they, as well? Some of these names.
Yeah. Oh shit, what's going on here? What's going on here? Oh no! Hello guys.
The Jedi is here.
Hi.
Move up already. I can't hit him.
Oh man, let me go back to my last save.
What's he doing?
Yeah. That's kicked.
I would really be up for going to Old Trafford, but yeah, America is more interesting to fantasise about. Our planet, we'll start on one coast and we'll make our way somewhere across to the other coast, probably via the southern states, to be honest. I think they'd be a bit more interesting than North Dakota or South Dakota. Iowa.
What I'd love to do is a food tour, kind of like Adam Rickman for Man vs Food. I'd love to do it. He does not power eating, but I mean go to these lovely restaurants for like barbecues and stuff like that. It'd be amazing.
I'd have a whale of a time. I would just proper endear myself to it. I'd just be proper English about everything. What, mate? How's it going?
Go in and ask for like fish and chips. To Kimber, right? I've had a wee idea for a skit that is very unfunny. I think. Instead of having like man versus food, you could have the man fighting the food,
Alright, let's
like Street Fighter style. You know how it says man versus food.
I mean, you have to elaborate on that.
Right. You could do a skit like, obviously you can't say Adam Rickman, I'm Adam Jockman. I'm here to do the challenge, this is man versus food. And you could have the guy push out a massive burger, like batter it.
Up here.
Terrible. It's very, very good.
I did a couple of videos that were eating tutorials. I was just teaching people how to eat.
Help me, BD.
It's like really shit stuff. Like,
You could make a YouTube channel for aliens, like how to stand and stuff like that. Like, stuff that they won't know how to do, how to sit down in the chair. Do that.